The last time God lost faith in man, he sent a flood. This time, he sent angels.
Legion co-host. Legion.
Yes.
Legion of nonsense is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, this don't make any sense.
You know what? It was one of those movies that I was hoping would be at least somewhat cool, because I always liked the idea of angels coming down to Earth, either, you know, creating chaos or stopping chaos. But yeah, it ended up just like I thought it would, just a complete mess.
Yeah, I mean, because it certainly created some chaos in my damn mind right now. I mean,
Who did it? Yeah. Who did it? Yeah, but at the end of it, I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Hold on, and that's unfortunate too, man, because there were some really cool ideas in this film, but they just were not explored at all. To, you know, as far as what they could have done with it. So
let me tell you, man, I knew it.
Uh-huh.
I knew it. I knew looking at that trailer. I said, we're gonna see the best shit in this movie.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
in the trailer.
Yeah, that's just, you know, that's the day and age we're living in, Corey. You got to put all the good shit in the trailer, because you know that's the only way these days you're gonna get anybody to fucking sit down on those seats, man.
Well, I'm just saying,
it ain't about story no more, my friend.
I said the coolest thing in that trailer, were the Ice Cream Man and the Spider Woman.
Yeah.
And once they show, like, the Spider Woman came on, then Ice Cream Man drove up, and after that shit just was gone.
I know. I'm like, hey, I'm still hanging out. I'm looking forward to the goddamn lunch lady to show up. I'm waiting for the fucking vacuum salesman to show up.
I know.
The Avon lady.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the circus clown.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy in the Chuck E. Cheese costume.
Exactly. You know, yeah.
Because that's what the movie does. See, this movie's crazy, man. I swear this is just somebody trying really hard to take a variation on the zombie genre.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because, okay, so what you got here is the angel Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the pain in the ass angel coming down from heaven.
The rebel without a cause.
Yeah. Lands in the middle of L.A. Gets down to earth. Immediately cuts his wings off. Mm-hmm. By the way, did you notice that those wings, he just left them?
I was like, where did he leave them? Because you just never see them. You see them in a silhouette, and that's about it. I never saw them on the ground or anything, unless I missed something.
I'm telling you, some homeless people went out there and
wrapped themselves up.
They wrapped themselves up.
Yeah, one of the bums was like right next to Michael. He saw that wing come down. He snuck his hand over, grabbed it, pulled it up. Pulled it over himself. Ooh, this sure is warm.
Wearing it like a fur coat.
Yeah.
Is that a hat to go with this?
Tomorrow, the next day he's like a pimp. wearing wings of an angel.
Wearing a wing. He's like, look at my new fur coat. Man.
He makes a feather winged hat.
Yeah. Look at my fur coat, brother. And they're like, man, that looks like a big wing you wearing.
Yeah. Where's my walking stick? So I can make this shit look good.
Or some homeless people took that shit up and got some ranch sauce and fried those wings. They one of the biggest chicken wings you ever had.
Charlie, go get some hot sauce for these wings.
Yeah, get some spices.
Yeah, we get to eat like kings tonight.
One big wing.
Yeah.
Get 2 jars of ranch sauce. But man, Michael comes down, causes all kind of trouble with the cops.
Yeah.
And starts giving all these cryptic messages like something big is about to happen.
Right.
Meanwhile, far away from L.A., out in the middle of dipshit desert somewhere.
But meanwhile, on Tatooine.
Yeah. Back on the ranch.
Yes, in a galaxy far, far away.
We got this little crappy diner, which is run by...
Which is appropriately titled Paradise Falls.
Yeah, because it fell far away from there. Like miles away. And we get this little diner, this little crap-ass diner run by Dennis Quaid, who's looking like he's a recovering drug addict or some shit, like he's living in a halfway house or something. Yeah. But, of course, there's a bunch of other little misfits in the bar. In this diner. You got the black cook.
The black cook.
Yeah. Then you have the
religious black cook. Don't forget about that.
Oh yeah, you played by Charles Dutton.
Yeah.
I've got to get my Bible. Because I'm making fries today.
You talk about getting stereotyped or typecasted in a role. You know, as far as being the religious tough guy who did some kind of wrong a long time ago. You know?
Oh yeah, you don't know what it is.
It feels like they keep trying to what's the word I'm looking for? Repent. Yeah.
Yeah, he's repentant.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get your food because he's praying over every piece of food that goes up. You know, saying grace over everything. Hey, person, can we get that hamburger?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm blessing the buns.
Yeah.
God damn it. But so we got him. Then we got the Hicks son of Dennis Quaid, played by Lucas Black, as we know, the little kid from Sling Blade.
Right.
And rounding out the people in the diner, we have this white trash waitress played by Adrian Palicki, who is with child. And look, you know, anytime you have a pregnant chick in a religious movie like this, or a movie with religious themes, you know that kid has some deeper meaning. It's not just a baby.
Yeah.
This baby's going to be some sort of sign or something. And then we also have the asshole family there.
Right.
That, you know,
the rich, pompous family that comes in and their Mercedes breaks down.
Yeah, and they just, the BMW breaks down. They just happen to be at this bar, and they're like, chop, sir, please, we have somewhere to be. Could you please hurry ahead and get our car fixed? And you're like, I wonder who's going to die first.
Right.
Asshole for lunch, anybody? So Tyrese enters the picture, who has some sort of mysterious past.
Yeah.
But you know it's Tyrese. We know he's okay.
Exactly.
The really crazy shit that goes down is when the old woman comes in.
Right. Yeah, out of nowhere. Yeah, this car comes in out of the blue, all covered in dust.
Yeah, old woman just pulls up.
And when you see, the first thing you see is a walker coming out of the front door. I mean, you're just like, okay, this isn't good. And I know it's no good because I've already seen the trailer. Yeah. So, there's no real big surprise there.
So old woman comes in. She seems nice at first, and then she just gets the foulest mouth. She's like,
turns into the bitchiest of old broads ever. Like she was treated way too terribly at the goddamn nursing home one too many times.
Yeah.
She's about to take out her frustration on this diner of nice misfits.
Yeah, somebody forgot to get that bitch her medication. You know, she sits up there because she's like, hey, what did your baby do?
No, that chick was on the ultimate period.
Oh, I know. It's like, you don't think old woman can get that period? She got hers. Nice old woman. I had my steak extra rare and bloody. When's your baby do, sweetheart? And the woman's like, and everybody's trying to be nice to the woman. Hey, what babies do, blah, blah, blah. This time, your fucking baby's gonna burn. Like, that's what I love Charles Dutton in the back, because he's like, hey, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah. I'm a religious man, but wait a minute, bitch.
You need to calm that shit down.
So that's when we get the crazy stuff. I mean, this old woman, she turns into a demon, starts crawling on the ceiling.
I know.
And after that, the apocalypse is just rushed in.
Yes, and it's rushed in by like a weird, mysterious. It looks like a dust cloud or something.
Flies.
But the thing is, it's been hanging out there forever. And then like as soon as you get close enough to it, you realize it's flies. But it's like, are those flies just like, they've been just hanging out there for the longest time? I don't get it.
Yeah. What was the sewage line that broke down?
And once you see them, the issue with this movie is once you see certain things like that, they pop up for a brief moment and then they just it's just completely out of the movie.
Now the old woman, you know, they take care of her, but then it's like a whole, as we say, legion of people start driving up. The first thing we see is the ice cream man. And it's a badass ice cream man. And that ice cream man is Doug Jones, the guy who played like the fish guy from Hellboy.
Oh, yeah. He was Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer.
He was Guillermo del Toro's #1 guy as far as like his creature guy.
Yeah, he's the goat man in Pan's Labyrinth. But so was he the goat guy in Pan's Labyrinth?
Yeah, he was.
So we get this badass devil ice cream man who walks like a spider. We're like, oh, well, shit, this is going to get good right here.
If we get more guys like him, man, this movie, we got nothing but win-win.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we want to see. Well, if this ice cream man is that badass, I can't wait to see, as you say, what the A-Bar lady's going to do, what the vacuum cells
Let's see what the milkman's going to do. Come on, bring it on.
It doesn't get that cool. That's
not
about
at
as
all.
cool as it's going to get. Once that ice cream man is gone,
that's it.
That's it.
That's all you get.
What you have here, you have a standard, we'll hold up fighting off legions of zombies. Yeah. I mean, you've seen this movie before.
Yeah, it's like a possessed zombie, but you know, they're not really doing anything. They're just kind of standing there, and you're waiting, and you're wondering, okay, there's a bunch of these motherfuckers outside. Why don't they all just fucking attack? Yeah, why don't they all just attack the place already?
Well, they got they got that syndrome that kung fu guys have. And like they're all badasses, but only one guy can fight at a time.
Only one.
Right. You know, so it's like it's millions of these people out there, and only one of them at a time just comes up and gets shot. And the rest of them just out there just looking. Yeah. But see, we've seen this thing done better several times. Night of the Living Dead, Assault on Precinct 13, the original, A Feast. Yeah. I mean, we've seen this done over and over again. We thought it might be cool because it brought in the element of religion,
and angels,
like avenging angels with machine guns. And we're thinking like, oh, this is a cool take on this, but no,
because the thing is, that of course, Michael ends up, the angel Michael, before all this chaos happens, we forgot to mention that Michael does show up. The angel Michael shows up. You realize that, he's the only one that's really knowing what's going on. He's trying to convince these people, look, all hell's about to break loose, and we need to fortify this place real quick, like. And so, of course, throughout the whole movie, people are trying to figure out why. And he's just like, God's fed up with you guys. And I was sent here to be a part of this apocalypse, but I still have faith in you, so I'm going to do my best to protect you.
Yeah, and that's what it did. That's what he comes down and says. He's like, yeah, he shows up, and he's like, I'm your only hope. I'm only here to protect that
Come
baby.
with me if you want to live.
Yeah. And it has elements of the Terminator. It's like he comes in, he's like, I'm not here to protect any of you other sorry sons of bitches. I'm here to protect that baby because he's mankind's only hope. And you're thinking, like, who is that? John Connor?
It is John Connor. Yeah. I mean, and you're like, oh, come on.
It's either John Connor or the second coming of Jesus out the vagina.
The last time God lost faith in man, he sent a flood. This time he sent what you see outside.
Are you saying this is the apocalypse?
I'm saying this is an extermination. Those things outside are just vessels. They're possessed. The weakest willed are the easiest to turn.
Possessed by what? Demons?
No. No. By angels.
Hold on. How do you know so much about them?
Because until last night I was on their side.
So you're saying...
Yeah, that's right. Yesterday I was Santa Claus. I mean, this is crazy. I don't even believe in God.
Well, that's just fine. Bobby doesn't believe in you either.
Wait, so are you here to protect us?
No, not you. Her.
Why me?
Because your child is the only hope humanity has of surviving.
But none of this makes sense. It's like, even when the movie's over, we don't realize, why is this baby so important? And then they say that the reason why these people are acting like zombies on the outside is because they're possessed by angels. But if they're angels, why are they acting like demons?
Right.
And even if they are like angels who are acting wild and crazy, it's like, why? Okay, so they have one scene where the angels drive up, like several of them. Are these people possessed by angels? And all these people are running around like the punks from the Road Warrior, and they're listening to death metal.
Right.
And
Yeah. They're a van full of guys listening to death metal. They come in, they're all slobs, and you're like, really? It looks like they're all like coming to like fucking Lollapalooza 5 or fucking or Woodstock 5, to come and rape people and set shit on fire. And you're like, oh, this doesn't make any sense. I guess that's because they couldn't afford to actually show angels. Maybe it's a budget deal, but
they couldn't afford to give all those people wings.
So it's like they can show you a real quick shot of a bunch of angels flying, right in front of the camera, but that's all they could afford. It's unfortunate because there's some scenes where it's taking place in heaven where you actually see Michael and Gabriel. There's a scene where he tries to get to Gabriel and tell him, look, man, I have faith in these people. What we're doing is wrong. And Gabriel's like, hey, man, why do you always got to talk this crazy nonsense? Why do you always got to be the rebel all the goddamn time? All right? I'm sick of this. Let's just follow what God has to tell us, and let's just get rid of these motherfuckers once and for all.
Yeah, hey, man, let's do what God tells us to do. Let's get paid, and let's go have a beer.
Yeah, why are you always thinking and shit?
Yeah, exactly. Damn, man, why you always got to do your shit?
Yeah, Michael, goddamn, I always got to be the rebel.
Just clock in and do your job.
I know.
And
let's just do this already. Yeah. Those guys fucked up, man. They fucked up one too many times.
Yeah.
We do what you're told.
We got wings. We got these cool ass suits. I mean, we fly. Come on, man.
Right.
This is good. We got a good thing going on here. Don't fuck this up for me, man.
Yeah, no. I'm about to get a raise.
Yeah. I'm about to get be promoted.
They're gonna fucking dip my wings in gold, baby.
Yeah. Shit, I'm about to get moved up from fries to being a manager up in heaven.
Oh man,
now I will say this: the guy that played Gabriel, Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
that guy. I tell you, that guy is an underrated actor.
No, he is.
If you've seen him before, and he's a big guy. And he just has this face for a long time where he was either playing like some sort of psycho or he was playing some sort of hick or some cowboy.
Right.
He was in you'll probably recognize him from the first Smoking Aces, where he was part of that German crew or those neo-Nazis or whatever. And then he was in 3:10 to Yuma. He's the one that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
he's
yeah.
the one that kept fucking with Russell Crowe.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Got the fork. You
right.
know?
He got it good.
Yeah,
he got his comeuppance.
But this guy in this movie, he has like this British accent, and he came across like the only guy who was really taking it seriously.
Right.
Maybe he shouldn't have for this movie, but he came across like a stage actor. Paul Bettany and Kevin Durant are the two guys that you really care about. And those are the guys who are really taking this seriously. And I mean, and too bad because the movie he's not the movie you take seriously. But they're acting their asses off.
Oh yeah, they are. And you can't blame them because I'm sure they're in those costumes. They're wearing those big ass wings. They're like, wow, I think we're in something epic here. And when you see the rest of the movie, you're like, wow, I guess that budget went to all that costume work and that heaven's scenery, and that was it.
You know what it felt like to me? It felt like something where they knew exactly what they were doing. They made this movie with a not really huge budget, and then they knew that afterwards they could probably make some straight to DVD releases. That's what it seemed like, because it seemed like it's a story that's going to continue. And it just seems like, well, they know now not to bring this to the big screen. Right. They made the money. That was their advertisement. Now they can make the money on DVD with a series from here on out.
But just with that ending, though, it's like, how are you going to make a sequel? Because you kind of painted yourself in a corner. With this ending. Yeah.
And even the ending of this movie.
It's very vague.
None of this makes sense. None. Even at the end of the movie, the messages they were trying to have, they copped out.
Exactly.
It's like
they
really
totally
had some
out.
messages. It's almost like they wrote two different scripts. It's almost like they had one long script where they were being kind of against religion, and I'm not even arguing for the movie for that reason. I'm not. It sounded like they had some, and then at the end somebody said, "Oh no, we can't offend people here. You have to switch this around." And
I don't even think it went that deep. I think it was in somebody who didn't know exactly how they wanted this movie to end.
You could catch this on TV. I mean, I would even say some people who like this kind of stuff, rent it. It's a low rental.
I honestly, like I said, I was on the verge of giving it a rental. Only because of the scenes where Michael and Gabriel were, the fight scene between them. I was like, okay, this is cool, but that ending just fucking the cop out ending just ruined it for me. It's one of those endings where it destroys the rest of the film because it's so bad. So I have to give it some old bullshit just because I was like,
really,
you know what, I was going with you there for a bit, then you throw me this curveball and you hit me right in the middle of the fucking head, and I'm done. I don't need to revisit this, and it's too bad. So you had potential, but they dropped the ball.
Yeah, I have to say,
it fell from grace, Corey. There you go.
Once that old woman climbs that roof, that's about it.
Yeah, it's about as exciting and fun as you're gonna get with it. So,
yeah. Except for I have to give the movie credit too. I mean, it does show how black people take action. I mean, look, you know what I'm saying. It's not just I'm not bringing up race just to bring it up. There's a scene in this movie where Charles Dutton. I mean, this is what black people do. They whatever's in their hand, they use. That old woman gets crazy, and he throws that fucking frying pan and knocks out a fucking demon for a little while.
I was about to say, it's like you black people sure do know how to throw your frying pans. You guys are like ninjas with shurikens. If you got a frying pan, that shit comes from around the corner on the side of the barn through the window and fucking right smack and hits the target every time.
We are boomerangs with that shit. You know the funny thing is, he didn't even know if that woman was a demon yet or not.
I know. Hey, lady. At first, I was like, who else is in this diner? Precious's mom? What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, Monique. Yeah, I know. Monique was there. We've been all over with.
No shit.
That's your real archangel there.
I like to see Monique dressed up as the fucking road warrior, serving justice. Her and fucking Michael like fighting side by side against these fucking evil angels.
Did you see Monique coming in with her big self on them wings, trying to hold her ass up?
Oh, no.
Are we safe now?